Okay, got it. Good morning, good evening, guys. Happy to see you again here. I wanted today to go live here to explain how to automate the entire onboarding process for your new clients. That means not only the onboarding process, but also taking the payments, sending them all the information, giving them access to your trainings, to your courses, and keeping this communication flowing right from the moment that they put the credit card down and they just put the money there. Now, this is important because when someone pays, especially if they pay high ticket to start working with you, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of expectations. Now, you have the 48 hours, which is basically the time that someone starts having second thoughts and they might drop off. You want to keep them busy. You want to keep them excited. You want to keep them engaged. So the thing is that you cannot be all the time talking to them and sending them messages and checking in with them because they're not your babies, they're your clients, but you want them to have a great customer experience. So how do you do that in a way that you don't have to, like have a 1,000 people team or have to be in touch with each one of your clients? So I'm just going to share my screen and I'm just going to show you a live example of one of the onboarding funnels that we have built here. And there's actually also one of the built-in features that you get when you sign up for the business app. Let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. So what you're seeing here is just a landing page. Okay, now you've been on the phone with your client, and you're ready to take the payment if they say yes, or at least that's what you should be doing every time that you have a call with a prospect. So what you have in front of you is this page, right? And then when they say yes, okay, let's do it. I'm happy to pay. How much is it? When it's time to collect the payment, you can just either come to this page, click here, I'm ready, let's go. And then you're going to put the details of your client in this first step. And the second step, you're going to choose the payment plan that you want to give to the client. And once you put the credit card details and submit the payment, you're going to make it to the second screen, which is this one here. Now, before moving forward on the second screen, what I want you to notice is like the reason this landing page is created like that is because some people, they might be hesitant to share their credit card details, or they just want to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take the payment myself, or send me the invoice. Like if they're excited about joining, you don't want to let them go and send them the invoice and preaching for them to pay. What you want to say is like, hey, no worries, I totally understand. Let me send you a link here on the Zoom chat, and you can take care of it. And I'll be here just in case you run into any kind of trouble. And then you send them the link, and then what they do is they do the same process, but they do it themselves. They put the details, then they put the payment information, and then they will make it to this second page. And this says awesome test because this is I run this is meant to tell you the name of the client. Okay. The last time I ran this example, I was using a test name, and that's why I see test here. So I'll say payment has been received and an email is on its way to your inbox with next steps. Now, if you are the one taking the sales call and taking the payment, and your client is at the other end of the phone, and the only thing they need to do is to give you your credit card details, and then your work here is done. What's going to happen is once they pay, they're going to receive the first email. The first email is going to say, hey, welcome, thanks for your payment. This is how much you paid. Now, please make sure that you finish the onboarding process. And now what they will do is they will click on a link that's on the email, which is going to take them to the same place as if they're doing that right on the spot. And then on this page, at this stage, the client only paid. There's only verbal commitment. The money is down, they paid, that shows that they're ready to go. But you want to make sure that before you give them access, you finish the onboarding process and everything, they sign up the the contract and they fill up the onboarding form. Okay, a client closed is a client that has paid and signed the contract. So here it say, hey, welcome to the whatever name is your mastermind or your program or your coaching, and you want to put here like the text. This is so totally like up to you, and then say, hey, there's a link here to our standard agreement for your review. Once review, please complete the information below and sign digitally. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna click on the link, they're gonna read the document. It's a standard document. And then once they read it, they will come here and they will fill up their names, not test, they put the real name. And this is me using funny emails. They'll put the name, they'll put the details, they'll put the business name, and then they'll click on yes, I agree to the terms of service, which is the terms of service they just read here. And then they will sign and submit the form. Now, great, they paid, they signed up the agreement, they receive emails, like a confirmation email. The next thing they're gonna receive is another email saying, hey, thank you for signing up the contract, welcome on board. You should receive another email with access to the training. And then they're gonna get another link or this page here when they submit. It's gonna take them to the next step, which is the onboarding. Okay, sign up the agreement. Then are they going to be filling up the onboarding form? And this is 1, 2, 3, by the way. Yeah. They will sign up the onboarding form here with the questions that you want to ask them, like whatever information you request from them. And when they submit that, they will make it to step 3, which is, hey, welcome, you joined, here's the information, please make sure you check the emails, you're gonna have this or that information in your inbox, make sure that you check it out, like the instructions that you wanna give them, okay? And the funny thing is the only thing that you did here is actually to take the payment. Everything else has been automatic. You've taken the payment or you've sent them the link, so they put the payment down on the call. Everything else, you can go back and mind your business because everything else is taken care of. And all this is taken care of here, the client onboarding. When the client puts down the payment, they're gonna receive an email. When they sign up the agreement, there's gonna be in this case, the pipeline is going to be updated. There's going to be a folder creation in Google Drive that's going to be sent to them, so they have access to all the content, all the material, and everything else. Once they sign the agreement, what we are going to do is we are going to send them the onboarding form, and once the onboarding form is completed, then we will give them access to the memberships and everything else, and then they will receive any other relevant information that they have to fulfill or take into account to start the course. It might sound super complicated to you. It wasn't easy to build, but to make it easy for all of you guys, there is also, this comes with the training, and it's everything is it's explained step by step. So basically, you got payment and onboarding funnels, and here you'll get exactly how to set it all up. This is already set up, so you just need to do a few tweaks, put your agreement, use your words, and that's that. Guys, I hope that was helpful. Onboarding clients is, yeah, I mean, it's great, right? Because you got a new client, you want to onboard them, but it's a lot of work. And when you start having like 3, 4, 5 clients, and it happened to me, when you get 1 client a month, it's okay. But when you get 2, 3, 4, or 1 week, you might get 3 or 4 clients, and then you totally overwhelmed. Your week is over because you need to do all these things and you have time to do nothing else. So again, everything can be automated, everything can be streamlined, and the most important thing is that your customer is going to have an amazing experience as soon as they join your program. I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any question, you can always reach out, drop a message, and hear whatever works for you. All right, I'll see you guys